Guys, it's Cullen here at Up North Outdoors, and right now I'm starting doing a Fummins video today, and this is basically gonna be how all Fummins videos are gonna start with now, basically until the spring when it warms up, because it's cold and the Fummins doesn't like the cold. She dies, which it's kind of a joke. They're not all gonna start like this. I'm getting a grid heater here soon, and I'm gonna get a shut off for my battery power. That's why my battery's been draining, because my ABS light is getting stuck on. So either I'm gonna pull apart the dash, pull that light out, or I'm just gonna get a power shut off, and then I'm gonna be getting a grid heater so it'll start easier too. So that was kind of a lie. They won't all start like this, but for a little bit until I get all that done, they will. Sherpa derp derp. So what we are doing today on the Fummins, because it's been a few videos since we've done one on the Fummins, so it's time today to give the Fummins some love. What we're gonna be doing today is pulling the box off, because a few videos ago I took the fender flares off, and ick. If you guys watched that video or if you've even just seen it right now without the fender flares, it's nasty, it's rusty, it needs a new box. So my box is only held on by about 3 bolts. When I put it back on, I didn't really put it back on all the way. It's only held on by 3 bolts. So what we're gonna do is fire that thing up, get it in here in the shed where it's a little warmer, and then the snow can kind of melt out of the bed too, and it'll make it easier to work. Then we're gonna unbolt that, and then gonna try to figure out how to get it off by myself. Murray's gonna be coming out here later. I don't know how much of a help she'd really be. And then Brandon, no offense, Murray, but like, and then Brandon might be coming out later too. It might help me get that box off too, but I'm thinking I can throw the forks. This is kind of how we did it before when I took it off. We threw the forks on the tractor, came up behind, and it was kind of ghetto. We had someone stand, we had like 1 or 2 people stand in the bed, like by the forks, to kind of like try to balance that weight out so the bed wouldn't fall, and then lift it off like that. So we might try doing that, or just pull it back somewhere and just kind of flip it off, because I really don't need to be careful with it. Basically, I just want to get that bed off, so if I get a rust-free bed, it's ready to get put on, or if I build a flatbed, it's ready to get put on. I'm still pretty 50-50 on that. I really don't know what I'm gonna do yet for sure. I don't know. And then also, I kind of want to get that bed off too anyway, since I'm gonna be taking it off, get it off now, and then I can keep the bumper on. So I'm probably gonna end up making a journey to town. I'll probably get at least 1 ticket doing it, but all the hoses are frozen up here, but I want to wash that once the roads dry up here. They're pretty salty, nasty now, but once the roads dry up, I want to wash that frame and chassis, because it's getting pretty nasty out under there, and I want to get that all cleaned up, because I don't want that chassis rusting, because I put a lot of work, my grandpa and I did, into sandblasting and painting that chassis, and I don't want it to all be for nothing. While we wait for that thing to charge up, pull the Sherpa out of the shed, maybe get the heat turned up in here a little bit, and just kind of get everything ready. So once I get that truck fired up and pulled into here, be ready to go. Oh, also, I have a question for one of you. Hopefully you're watching this video. A few videos back, I can't remember which one, and I literally can't find it because I've got so many comments. It's hard going through and finding ones, especially when I can't remember what video is off of. But one of you guys commented on one of my videos. Can't remember your name. One of you guys commented and basically gave me a link to a song that you made, like a cool country song about trucks. And basically you gave me permission to be able to use it on the video if I wanted to, and I really want to make an intro for the channel. And I listened to that song and it sounds awesome, and I'd love to use that song for an intro on the channel, except for I can't find your comment anywhere. I don't know what happened to it. I can't remember what video it was on, but I can't find your comment. So I can't remember the name of what the song was, so I can't really look it up on SoundCloud. So if you were watching this video, please comment again, or even better yet, send me an email. Maybe you did send me an email. I'll have to look through my emails. I forgot to look through my emails. I'll look through my emails again, but I think it was just a comment. But yeah, just comment below and let me know. Give me that info on your song again, because I really want to use that for an intro, and I'll, of course, give you all the credit and everything and description of every video that I use that intro in, because you got talent, man, and it sounded really good. As always, if you were interested in a Sherp or know anybody that's interested in a Sherp, my email is always in the description of these videos, so don't be afraid to send me an email, and I can get you hooked up with the right person and get you out here, do a demo on our track. You can see all of our trails out here. Pretty crazy, actually. Oh yeah. All right, let's see if we're getting close. Girl, it is time for you to crank over. You're gonna do it right now. I believe in you. Sick of waiting. Oh, come on. Wow. I wonder if she's pretty gelled up. Smoking a little bit. We're getting there. Finally made her into the shed. Pretty sure there's only 3 bolts holding this down. So one's here, one's here. I'm gonna take those 2 off now. And then there's one more somewhere in there. I'm gonna have to find it, but I'll get these ones off first. See? Now I just need to find the last one. Last one. There was 4 bolts. There was 2 up front, 2 in the back, but now the bed is basically free now. I mean, yeah. So now I just gotta unhook my, whatever you call them, fuel tubes, whatever. Unhook them, and then I gotta unhook my taillights as well so I don't rip my wiring harness like off when I pull this thing off, which I'm thinking, I don't think it's gonna be too bad to take this thing off because I don't really care. Like, I'm not worried about damaging it or anything now. So if we just got like 2 people and just flipped it off, which I'm probably gonna take my high lift jack off as well too before I take it off. Okay, so I'm gonna take the taillights out just in case I do end up deciding to go with a box, rust-free box, instead of building a flatbed. I probably need I'm probably gonna get new ones anyway because I want to get like the white or like the clear or the gray ones instead of the red, but I'm just gonna take them out anyway because then I can unplug everything easier too. So it's just Phillips screws, 2 here, 2 there, and I should be able to pop them out. Perfect. Fuel hoses so then I can pull those out of the bed too so I don't rip them off. Well, pretty sure the box is ready to come off. I got the tail light assemblies pulled out just because in case I end up buying a rust-free box instead of doing a flatbed. A lot of them don't come with the tail light assemblies, which I kind of want to do smoked out or like the clear gray taillights anyway, so I don't know if I'll use them, but just in case, pulled them out. I got there's wiring just right under like under here. There's a plug-in that goes to the wires that go to the taillights in your wiring harness, so I unplug that so I'm not ripping on my wiring harness when I pull the box off. There's hose clamps under these. There's screws here, so I took the screws out, and there's hose clamps under your little fuel tubes here to fill them up. You got to loosen the hose clamp, and then you can just kind of tap it with the screwdriver and a hammer and push it out of here, so you're not ripping on them as you're pulling the box off, but it should be completely free now. So I'm gonna take my high lift jack off. It's just easier to do in here than wherever. I'm probably gonna drop the bed off kind of behind some of the sheds and stuff there. So I'm gonna take that off, and then I think Murray will probably be here soon, or Brandon, one of the 2, and then they could probably give me a hand flipping this off. Otherwise, I was thinking I could probably get it off by myself if I just pull the truck around where I want the bed to be on the ground, and then if I pull the tractor out of here, I could probably put the forks on it. I could probably even use the box and either hook a chain up and kind of flip it off with the chain, or even just throw the forks or the bucket just under the side of it and just kind of flip it off. It's kind of what my thought because I don't really care if I damage this bed. It's junk. It's garbage. Off. This box is ready to go, so I'm gonna... Nobody's here yet. I think Mariah's taking a nap, and Brandon had a family event he had to go to, so I'm gonna pull it behind that shed, and then I'm gonna pull the tractor out of here, and we'll get it off. My old man just showed up, so he's gonna help me pull that box off. Kind of like the look with no taillights, so I definitely want to get some, if I do a box or a new bed, I want to get some clear or gray taillights instead of the ugly bright red ones.
Do you have any longer boards in the shed?
Boards? Yeah, on the top shelf is really long ones.
Skill saw here too?
Yeah.
Go grab 2 2x4s and skill saw there.
Okay. What do you think?
I think you're an idiot pulling the box off before you already have another box here ready to put on it.
You want to go up a little more? Hitting the bumper there. There you go. Man, I think a flatbed would look pretty good on this thing.
And he's stuck.
Yeah, I think if I build something sick and tubular that kind of comes down on the back, and I could throw a huge 40 spare tire like up where my hand is up on it, throw some lights, and just make it not just a plain flatbed, but like just kind of like a sick off-road bed on it. I was thinking like tubes coming down, big spare tire on there, maybe high lift jack and stuff mounted on the side. Make something different, you know, not just like a plain work flatbed, but actually build something sick for it. I think would be pretty cool. I think that's kind of what I'm gonna do. And kind of we'll see what they have for steel laying around the shop too. See how much money I'd have to spend on building, kind of price out building a bed like that compared to buying a rust-free bed, because I'm gonna be spending like $1,000 if I want to get a rust-free bed. And if I can build a bed for cheaper than that, it's probably definitely gonna be the route that I go for, because I don't have a ton of money right now. Well, I would say today was a pretty successful day. I know I've been saying for a while I'm gonna get that box off, and I finally did it. And I've been talking to my dad too, and I've just kind of been staring at it for a while here, and I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. Dirt on my, I don't know. I have a pretty good idea on what I want to do for a bed on there, and I think you guys will think it's pretty sick too if I do it. So I'll probably explain that in the next video though, because I'm sure this video is getting pretty dang long. But basically my goal is to get rust-free bed on that truck, and then I want to get rust-free fenders on that truck, which let me know in the comments below where's like a good site or a good place to buy fenders from, because I know you can get good fenders and then some aftermarket fenders or remade ones or whatever can be junk too. So let me know in the comments below what a good brand is or a good website to buy off of. I was probably gonna get some off of Rock Auto, so if any of you guys have any experience with buying fenders off of Rock Auto, let me know. I would prefer to get metal ones and not fiberglass. But yeah, let me know what your opinions on that. But basically I want to get this truck rust free this winter. There's 2 deer coming off our property right there, right in the side of the road. Rust free and painted. I want to get the truck painted this winter, so springtime should be looking nice. Then I want to work on getting some nice new shocks for the thing too. I want to get Kings really bad. They're just so expensive, so I don't know if it's gonna happen this winter or not, but I want to get something because those rusted out white ones are ugly and they're not long enough. The rear ones aren't long enough either. They're basically maxed out, so I want to get some new shocks. Maybe let me know in the comments below what are some like good looking shocks that are a little bit cheaper than Kings. I could always do Fox shocks too. Those are cheaper, a bit cheaper. I mean, those are still expensive. They're a bit cheaper than Kings, but a little cheaper. And then I want to do a reverse shackle. Someone mentioned it. I don't know if someone messaged me, commented, I don't know. It's kind of all a blur, but I get so many messages and comments all the time. But someone mentioned that I should get a reverse shackle on the rear, and I kind of forgot that they made those. I knew they made them, I didn't do it right away because I was kind of out of money when I was doing the bigger lift, so that's why I didn't do that right away. But yeah, I want to do a reverse shackle on the rear because then I can cut my block height in half, or even a little less than half, so I don't have those gigantic blocks in the rear, and it'll look a lot better, and I think it'll ride a lot better too with that reverse shackle in the rear. So I'm probably gonna do that too. Probably do that while the box is off, and probably look on their site and see how expensive it is. Do that. I got a lot of plans for this truck, but basically I want to get this thing, I guess you could say, show ready by the spring. I want to have it painted. I want to have it nice. I probably won't have new wheels by then. These ones are pretty scratched up. If I actually wanted to go to a show, I'd have to get new wheels by then. Probably not that, maybe this summer, but I want to get the truck pretty close to show ready by springtime. So we got a lot to do on it this winter. So yeah, this has been Cullen here with Up North Outdoors. I hope you guys enjoyed this Fummins video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you don't miss out when I upload. And if you haven't already, click that like button if you enjoyed the video, because it helps out a lot. It helps out more than you guys know, and it's just one little click. It's awesome. And if you guys have any questions, comments, opinions, criticism, whatever, leave a comment below. I've kind of gotten over getting offended by comments. Every once in a while, one will take me off and I'll leave a little rant after it, but for the most part, if you guys have an opinion and I don't like it, I just kind of don't say anything or whatever. I don't know, it doesn't bother me. So leave a comment and follow me on Instagram, Up North Outdoors with a Z, because someone took the one with an S. It's in the description below. And then I'd just like to thank God for letting me be healthy, letting me be able to make these videos, and thank him for, I guess, you guys, and having you guys that enjoy my videos and like watching them and are subscribed. And I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. And so yeah, it's been Cullen here at the Up North Outdoors, and God bless.